went over one time, an interviewer asked me, and I grabbed the script and I read this piece out, and there's a piece of stage direction which is in the middle of that speech. It says, Lee looks up, but not at Six, at Romo, who removes his glasses for the first time, revealing eyes so exquisitely human as to require the veiling or unveiling at will.
Wow.
And when you realize that's at the stage direction of that, how am I going to do that? I went for tired, in case you're interested. Tired. Okay, I can do that. But that was the standard of writing that was there. I mean, if you ever get the opportunity to read any of it, it is just so beautifully composed. And these are the things that slip by. You know, he moves happily to the left is not the way it was. It was written really, really well. So sometimes you get gems in there, novellas.
And sometimes you get these really ridiculous lines. Like I have one on Smallville that they cut. I should be able to impact the scan shift frequency scaling they use as safeguards and directly route thermal safe algorithms to embed frequency anomalies into the surface area and subsequently any hardware. And they cut it.
Oh!
How long had you worked on it?
This was on Doomsday. No, okay, so I worked on Stargate. This was on Doomsday.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. The scan shift frequency scaling they use as safeguards and directly route thermal safe algorithms to embed frequency anomalies into the surface area and subsequently any hardware. Yes, I can do it. Are we really going to bury him alive, I think is what I say? Are we really going to bury him alive? It was supposed to be kind of a joke that, you know, Black Canary is really smart and Clark is like, what? And he was like, I'm not going to look at you that whole sentence and go, what? Like, it's just too long. And they ended up running long on the episode, so they cut that line. Oh. So I worked on Stargate that morning. I did like 2 or 3 scenes, you know, my 6 a.m. call time, and then they came and picked me up, and I went over and worked on Smallville till 4 in the morning. It was awesome.
What you don't understand is the reason why she remembers that is that's a scar in her brain. It's like an aneurysm that exploded while she was memorizing it, and now it will never leave.
Dialogue from Mantis. Crazy Scottish door at the cyberspatial age. I'll never forget how badly written that was. And then they would come to me, I'd have this speech, double cherry pages. Right? Double cherry revisions, which means they've gone through like 12 revisions. And they would just take a line out from here or there. And you committed all of this to memory, and then suddenly it's like, but that sentence is gone. And you have to try to delete it from your mind. There's no chance. You can't do it. So you pray for great writing. I mean, Battlestar is easy. I can remember it now. You know?
Do some of it.
Yeah.
Please. Please.
It's truly, great writing is everything. You can remember anything if it's written well.
That's always the gauge that actors tend to use when it comes to writing, is if it won't stick to your brain, it's because it's not really organic. It doesn't really make, the brain is going, what is this crap that I'm trying to say? That doesn't quite make sense, but it totally confused. It just comes out.
What line do you remember?
I don't remember anything from Stargate.
Oh!
He's joking. But I couldn't recite anything right now.
The final line of a 7-page speech on television, the final line of a 7-page, I was talking to Trisha Helfer, and it's not a bad thing to do of a day. You might get a try on not even a bad one. I'm talking to, your life is tallied by these people watching us. It just goes, it's a beautiful, beautiful speech, and at the end, so I have to ask you, does your love hurt as much as mine? I mean, what the hell do you get to say?
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful. My clients are a great writer.